Hi guys, Todd James here with Responsible Passive Income. In this video, we're going to talk about what it feels like to be financially independent. Over the last 15 years, I've given hundreds of seminars helping people with both brick and mortar and online businesses become more successful. And one of the questions that's come up at almost every seminar, sometimes in a subtle way, sometimes very directly, is, what does it feel like to be rich? Well, first of all, I don't consider myself rich. That word at one point in time meant something to me, and it really doesn't anymore. But I am financially independent. Let's leave it at that. I could retire today and not worry about working or producing income for the rest of my life and live very comfortably. And that is all that matters. How many multiples of that I have isn't really important, because it's just a question of freedom. It's a question of having peace of mind. And I've seen I've had the question asked, well, what's it like to make $1,000 a day? Or what is it like to make $10,000 a day? And, I've been fortunate in that my earnings have been strong since I was my early 20s. I've been a lifelong entrepreneur. I've had multiple businesses that have been successful that I've sold. And, in that regard, I've been very, very fortunate. I've gone through the phases you would expect a 20-something-year-old individual to go through when they start making good money. I've had the fancy cars. I've had the boats. I went through a period where I was buying houses. It got ridiculous at some point when I realized that, I didn't need 5 houses. It got ridiculous when I realized I spent more time thinking about my cars than I spent driving my cars. You wonder, what's happening to your car when you're in the grocery store. Is somebody, scratching the side of the car? Is somebody banging into it with their doors? So for me, ultimately, as I got smarter and matured, I focused on really removing areas of stress from my life. And so for me, removing areas of stress has become kind of a primary focus. So with that said, these days I spend money on travel. I take 3 to 4 months vacation every year. I've gone to some pretty exotic places and, have seen beautiful things and met wonderful people, eaten interesting food. And that's where I spend my money now. But the freedom to do this is the most important thing. I keep coming back to the word freedom. What my life looks like as a millionaire is going to be very different than what your life will look like as a millionaire. You will have different needs and wants and desires. And what you're going to find as your income increases is that you now have the ability to indulge yourself in those desires and certainly meet all of your needs, probably meet the needs of your family. You're able to help friends and family members in their time of need. It's an opportunity, or it's a freedom that is most valuable. And that you are the master of your own life. You are the director in your own life movie, if you will. What you do tomorrow, you determine for yourself. Where you go tomorrow, you determine for yourself. Who you spend your time with, how you spend your time, again, you determine for yourself. So, I've made this video a couple of times talking kind of dollars and cents, and focusing on the things that you can buy or the places you can go. And I've taken those videos down because I realized it just, to me, it rang hollow. And after considerable reflection, I wanted to put this video up and just, again, talk about freedom. Talk about having, your mind free of the worries about paying your daily bills, about meeting the financial obligation of the next emergency, whether it's a car repair or a medical emergency or a tree falls on your house, knowing that you can handle the financial burdens that fall upon you, in an unexpected fashion, gives you a clarity of thought and a sense of freedom that's hard to convey. But I wanted to try. If this video has made any sense to you at all, how about hitting the subscribe button below? We'll have more videos that are a little bit more targeted and a little bit more direct, coming on a weekly basis. But we appreciate you watching.